We all know Gabriel Jesus to be one of the most versatile strikers, but his gunner's lifestyle is on a whole new level. What do we know about his secret relationship, storied tattoos, properties, net worth, and his entire life away from football? This is the unbelievable lifestyle of Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Fernando de Jesus was born on the 3rd of April 1997 in Jardim Peri, a poor neighborhood in the northern part of Sao Paulo, Brazil, to his mother, Vera Lucia Jesus, and Mr. Denise de Jesus. Being the last born out of 4 children didn't save Jesus from having to fend for himself early on. Jesus' father abandoned the family for another woman while he was still a baby, so his mother had to work extra hard to meet up with the demands. At 5, Gabriel Jesus already took to street football like most other kids in the neighborhood, and he looked up to football legend and Brazilian striker Ronaldo de Lima as his idol. He played in the heart of the midfield, but his speed was one of his standout qualities, so it didn't take long for him to switch to the wings. When he was 8 years old, Jesus, alongside his friend Fabinho, approached the coach of Pequeninos, a street football club located in a prison. They initially wanted to learn more about the team, but it didn't take long before they started playing for the club. Jesus' family had a neighbor who often took the player and about 8 other kids to the training ground at Pequeninos. The Brazilian's passion for the game was so strong that after the morning training sessions, he would run off to another team, Colônia do Peri, to play in the afternoon. According to his mother, Gabriel Jesus was obsessed with the sport. After a couple of years, Gabriel Jesus changed clubs and switched to Anhanguera. It was at this club that he had a successful trial at Palmeiras, one of the biggest clubs in the country. With that move, his career had effectively kicked off. At the Palmeiras youth team, Jesus had a record-breaking season where he scored 54 goals in 48 matches. He then signed a 3-year contract with the club in 2014, and by March 2015, he was promoted to the senior team. Jesus had a successful stint with Palmeiras. His side captured the Copa do Brasil in his first season before winning its first Brazilian league title since 1994 the following year. The Brazilian Wonder Kid scored double figures for goals, and his attacking contributions didn't go unnoticed. A big money move to Europe came calling, and it was Manchester City who would pay £27 million plus add-ons for the Brazilian, who received a phone call from City manager Pep Guardiola. The transfer was completed in January 2017. Jesus spent the next 6 seasons as an important player at the blue half of Manchester, scoring 95 goals in 236 appearances. Although he won 4 league titles, an FA Cup, and 3 EFL titles, Jesus found first-team opportunities somewhat limited as he faced stiff competition from the likes of Sergio Aguero, Raheem Sterling, and Riyad Mahrez. In July 2022, the Brazilian signed for the Gunners on a £45 million deal set to last for 5 years. Although a knee injury hampered his first season with the club, he still managed to finish with 11 goals and 6 assists as Arsenal pushed Man City all the way in the Premier League. Jesus made his debut for the Brazil national team in 2016 and played a key role in Brazil's qualification for the 2018 FIFA World Cup, as he scored 7 goals in 10 matches. He was also named the tournament's best young player at the 2019 Copa America. He continues to be a regular presence and has made about 60 appearances for the Seleção. The number 9's pace, creativity, movement, goal instincts, and work ethic are his biggest selling points on the pitch, but what's going on with him outside of football? Jesus is in a relationship with Brazilian model and social media influencer Rayane Lima. The couple have been together since July 2021, and they have a daughter named Helena Jesus. Months after the birth of their daughter, Rayane took to her Instagram and notified her followers that she had split with a footballer. She cited external pressures as the reason for the breakup, but has since deleted the post. The digital influencer, who has almost 500,000 followers on Instagram, first shot into fame when it was rumored that she was dating a Brazilian member of parliament. However, she denied the allegation. Rayane and Jesus continue to share pictures of their steamy relationship on social media. The Arsenal forward lives a humble lifestyle thanks to his disciplinarian mother who instilled those values in him. His iconic phone call goal celebration serves as a tribute to his mother. Jesus is a devout Christian who openly talks about his faith. The Brazilian also enjoys spending quality time with his family and friends. We also know that he spends lots of time playing video games. Jesus is a basketball fan who supports the Golden State Warriors. He says that his favorite player is Steph Curry. Although he lives a simple life, his properties are some of the most luxurious. The Gunners forward is already one of the wealthiest footballers in Brazil, and he has made North London his new home. Not much is known about his London home, but it includes more than 5 rooms, a swimming pool, and a big lawn, among several other extravagant features. Before now, he lived in a luxurious mansion in one of the most picturesque neighborhoods in Manchester, with the elegant structure being priced at £3 million. The mansion features 6 bedrooms, a cinema room, a gym, and an indoor swimming pool. In addition to his Manchester home, Gabriel Jesus also owns a house in Sao Paulo, his hometown in Brazil. It gets even better when you take a look at the player's garage. Gabriel Jesus is big on Mercedes, so you would often see him in one of them during training sessions or other events. He has a Mercedes GLS 450, Benz G-Class, and a Mercedes-Benz V-Class, but the GLS 450 appears to be his favorite. It comes with a 3.0-liter inline-6 engine that generates a decent 362 horsepower as well as 500 Nm of peak power and torque. A 9-speed automatic gearbox takes care of the transmission duties and powers all 4 wheels, accelerating from 0 to 100 km per hour in 6.3 seconds. Not a bad taste from the 26-year-old. The Brazilian's taste for some of the finest things in life includes having prominent tattoos all over his body. He has 2 tattoos on his left arm in honor of his beloved mother. His right arm reveals a drawing of a deck of cards. In 2016, Jesus and Neymar got matching tattoos of a boy overlooking a favela. Jesus currently earns £265,000 a week, which translates to almost £14 million at Arsenal. This figure makes him the highest paid player at Arsenal. No doubt it's one of the reasons he considered a move. At Manchester City, he earned around 1/3 of that amount before seeing his salary increase over the years. Apart from his annual salary, he endorses various brands such as Arsenal Shop, Gatorade, Rexona, Adidas, EA Sports, and several other mega brands. He also has a massive following on social media. With over 22 million followers on Instagram alone, he earns a significant amount of money from sponsored posts and partnerships. Putting it all together, we estimate Gabriel Jesus' net worth to be around $34 million, but that doesn't mean he has forgotten his humble roots. The Brazilian is heavily involved in charitable initiatives and makes the most of his platform in helping the less privileged. He once donated 250 pairs of new boots to his neighborhood and supported hundreds of families during the pandemic by donating food baskets. Jesus also organizes youth football programs in his hometown and takes part in charity matches. Apart from football-related controversies, like being banned from international football for 2 months earlier in his career, or arguments on penalty and VAR decisions, Jesus has managed to stay away from the spotlight outside of football. One of the reasons is probably due to the fact that his strict mother still calls the shot in his affairs. It's crazy to think that Arsenal's hitman once painted sidewalks for the 2014 World Cup tournament in Brazil, as well as the 2010 and 2006 editions of the World Cup. At 26, Gabriel Jesus still has his career ahead of him, and Arsenal fans would be eager to see an injury-free campaign from him. But for now, his lifestyle shows that luxury and humility can coexist.